out of the land of the Hebrews. And hey sister, you need help? Right. You need help over there, sister?
Yeah. He ain't no shit.
I promise you ain't gonna. I promise he ain't gonna touch you around us. I bet my last dollar on that. Right. If you need anything, sister, we got you. You come over here, you stand with us. You good? Right. You good, sister? Hey man, back up off her.
Fuck y'all.
Back up off her, man. Back up off her, man. Back up off her, man. Hey. Back up off her. Back up off her. Sister, stay right here. You good. You good. You good. I promise you he ain't gonna come over here. Hey brothers. Defense mechanism, man.
Come on, y'all. We good.
Right? You stay right there, you good. Right? Safe distance, safety distance. Right? Now, at the end of the day, we gonna protect our family.
That's right.
Right? We gonna protect ours, man. Right? And we're not gonna let nobody come and attack our sister and put her in danger, man. It's not going down like that. Because we gotta keep the laws down. Who gonna defend us but us?
Right.
Who gonna defend us but us, man?
Right.
We can't let somebody come and tread on our people, man. Right? We gotta rebuke our neighbor, man. Bring up the book of Psalms.
Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, Hashem, YAHAWASHI, Hashem, Wakwakwedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the mighty Akim, Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with no lesson. Today's lesson, we're going to be going into this video because it made me remember, this is Shalom to speckled brother may look like the other nations, but are actually Yashar al-Islakia. But today's lesson, I want to talk about this because this reminded me about the whole stuff with, in general, how when there is a man, all right, mind you, yeah, and there's a man in the picture, usually, not always, but usually, people tend to kind of steer clear, like, I'm not going to fight this dude, I'm not going to go with this dude or attack this woman or whatever because, oh, she's with a man, she's with a dude, he's probably going to fight me, or I don't want to. It's not necessarily that they are afraid of men, but it's more so that, it's just too hard, or the struggle is comparatively a lot harder, whereas you would just be doing you would just, be attacking a woman where, okay, well, after you just get the woman and then that's it, which that's why it is unwise to just, as a woman, to be going around out alone if you can help it. And hence the reason why, again, another thing, Slakia, is that it's so imperative that, women basically, submit to their husbands and stuff like that, because the fact of the matter is that women need protection. The only reason why women basically get away with so much today is because the laws that protect them, and even then there are often times when the law doesn't even help them. The law is kind of absent, to say the least, in certain situations. So all the more reason why it's so important for us to maintain the initial actual what's the word? I'm lost in my vocabulary right now, but lost in the actual natural protections, okay? Rather than seeking for, I want help over here, or Esau's gonna take care of me, X, Y, and Z. Rather than focusing on that, why not focus on the proper things, which is what YAHAWASHI set up, rather than, I'm just gonna do this because all the other women are doing this and whatnot, or this is what it is publicized on the internet, so I want to go and copy the internet. I want to be that internet thing. All right. I'm trying to do what the internet is doing. I want to be that boss girl, whatever the freak it's called. So that's why you have that, and people following along in that. All right. Hence the major issue. All right. Hence the major issue. All right. So basically, let's get this. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. And that's the mindset that these women are going to be in. Because as soon as I don't know how this woman thinks, but very clearly this is an example of, it doesn't matter how dangerous it doesn't matter what happens. Like, a woman's natural instinct is to, okay, let me go seek protection. And men are known for being the protectors and the providers and whatnot. So as a result of that, when these men offered that, she went there immediately. All right. I would like to rewind it a bit so I can see.
Promise he ain't gonna touch you around us. I'll bet my last dollar on that. Right. If you need anything, sister, we got you. You come over here, you stand with us. You good. Right. You good, sister? Hey man, back up off her.
Yeah, we just couldn't see it, but very clearly you see that she immediately walked over to them for protection. All right, this is the mindset that these women are going to be, especially during Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose. It's like, oh well, I need this, I need that, I need help, X, Y, and Z, blah blah, whatever. All right, well, all that stuff is all that independent woman, all that stuff is going to go out the door for this, because they can't protect themselves. And the thing is, if you know what's it called, the emergency services like the police, firefighters, and all that stuff is going to be shut down, during Jacob's trouble, martial law, XYZ, whatever, all that stuff. And then it's just like, okay, well, who's going to protect you then? Okay. I heard this, there was this one, I think I did a video on this, but there's this one thing that happened. What happened was that some Eve, I think it was an Eve, basically she was in her house. All right, she said she woke up and she was wondering, like, what's going on? Is someone knocking at my door? Is like someone at my door or something like that, X, Y, and Z. And then she saw that someone broke into her house and she had kids upstairs. Immediately what she did, which I don't even know if she really like registered that she literally just said this, but basically what happened was she left her kids in the house to run out the thing. All right, like that's basically just like, I'm not saying that she's a bad mother for doing that, but I'm just letting you know, like, this is exactly it. This is the opposite of what men would do in that situation. Men would defend his home. All right, but the woman, because she panicked or whatever, she got scared and all that stuff. She got scared, she left, she did all that stuff. And again, like, I'm not even pointing blame at, well, yeah, I can point blame, because depending on how you look at it, there is place to be blamed in the sense of, if you are an independent, if you're claiming to be an independent woman, then why are you running away? Why aren't you handling the situation? Aren't you independent? You can take care of yourself and all that stuff. But now all that stuff is out the door because, actual trouble is in place. So that's why it's very important. To really just humble down. Like, it's never smart or a wise thing to do to just be like, I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna whatever, like, or I don't need a man, XYZ and whatnot. Like, no, like, this is the this is the stupidity and this is the trouble that you get in. And on top of that, even with a lot of domestic charge cases, I know a lot of men. I just want to, Slocky, I just want to say, when it comes to, believe the victim and all that stuff, oftentimes, again, this is anecdotal, so don't quote me on any of these, any of this as if it's statistic. Okay, I'm not saying that this is a statistic, but I'm just saying that, in terms of like what I've seen, it's like it oftentimes gets to be like, whenever there is actual like domestic violence, the police let it go, but then when there's not domestic violence, it's like they believe the victim, then they just ignore whatever. So that's basically what goes through my mind. I'm thinking like this is kind of ridiculous, it's unfair, but like this is how this society works, where the person that's actually wicked gets away with stuff, but the person that is a genuine victim, and I think that just is more attributed to the spirit of this world rather than actually how the world works. Okay, so I'm not trying to say anything like that. Okay, but anyway, yeah, continuing on. Sirach 36 verse 25, where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. Basically, a man is a hedge of protection. A man is responsible for protecting his woman, his husband, his wife, his children, his possessions, all that. Okay, but if there is no man present, then okay, well, what do you expect? There's not much really that can be done. All right, so as a result of that, it's very important that, as I said before, that the women of the Lord, they get a husband. But more specifically, let me actually get that. Isaiah 13:12. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And what type of man is that? It is the men of the Lord. The men of the Lord specifically are the ones that are more precious than fine gold, because they are the ones that's going to protect, or get, not necessarily protect. And I think that's an improper thing to say. Where I think the better thing to say is more so that the Lord is going to protect the men, and then by extension, or by association, the women are going to be protected as a result of being under the man. So it's not necessarily that the man is going to protect the woman or whatever, but you basically get the point that, okay, well, just for being with this man and being protected and allowing said man to protect you, then okay, well, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. All right, so yeah, just something to remember. All right, just like, don't be so. Oh, actually, that's another thing I was about to say, but let's get this precept first. Proverbs 16 verse 18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before fall. And that's the thing where women today, they are so slocky, they are so proud. They keep on saying that, oh, I'm the prize, I'm this, a man has to jump through hoops for me and whatever, when that can't be farther from the truth. Slovakia. So and let me actually get that so I can prove all things as it says. I highly doubt it, but let's see. The man. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 9, neither was the man created, and then we go up. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 8, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was a man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. The woman was created for the man, and not the other way around. And as a result of that, you have this misconception, all right, where people keep on talking or keep on perceiving, if you want to use that word, and saying that, oh, the man is this, the man is that, the man is supposed to work like a slave for his wife or whatever. All right, where that can't be farther from the truth. The woman is supposed to be working or doing stuff for the man, while the man is supposed to be, providing and all that stuff. Okay, the man works outside, the hunter gatherer or whatever, and the woman works at home, keeper of the house. All right, but of course it's that pride, which I literally heard. I'm not lying. I promise you. I obviously, unfortunately, I cannot prove this, but I have heard this one video where this Asian chick, she was basically humiliating her husband, and I don't know if it was true or not, but what she said in the video was her husband, she's so glad she hung out with the quiet guy at school, because now he works for me. He goes to work, when he comes back, he cleans up the house and does all these chores for me, and I get to go and do whatever I want and spend his money, X, Y, and Z, and stuff like that, which I thought was incredibly disrespectful. And I just couldn't believe that the dude, I mean, I don't know if he knows or not. I would assume yes, maybe not, or you just never know. But the fact of the matter is that, she basically humiliated him like that to publicly make him out to be some slave to her. All right, and basically trying to push a narrative that, oh, she gets to stay at home and do nothing, literally do nothing, no chores or anything like that, and then he is working, then he does chores at home, and he's basically her bitch. That's basically it. And I just was baffled by it. And that's the thing, women get so comfortable saying damn near everything in online, and I'm just incredibly, I can definitely see I can definitely see why so many brothers and men in general just don't want to get married or deal with women in general. This is the environment. And then and then you have women saying, oh, why don't men want to commit? Why don't men want to do this? Why don't men want to do that? X, Y, Z, blah, blah. Well, look at what you're doing. You're treating men like garbage, and you expect them to want to give a fuck about you? That's honestly ridiculous. All right. But, yeah. Let's continue on. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And that's the thing, that's another thing, where you have women that also are provoking their men so that their men don't want to stay with them. That's a very big thing, a common thing in the so-called black community, where men do want to be in their child's lives. Men are often, I won't say all the time, but often capable of sticking in a marriage or whatever for the sake of their children, or wanting to just take the child altogether, but because of selfishness, wickedness, spitefulness, pettiness, whatever you want to call it, oftentimes women will keep the child rather than just leaving the child to the better of the two, I guess, if you want to call it that or whatever. All right, but yeah, there's something to take note of. Lucky, something to take note of. Okay, and Romans chapter 12 verse 18. If it be possible, as much as light within you, live peaceably with all men. Basically, just try to not bring negative attention towards yourself, so that people don't want to be spiteful or cause trouble with you. So yeah, just something to remember. With that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakwakwadah, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Wadbal and Shalom.